Hey, what's good, everyone? Damn, let me start that over. I should have got something to drink, huh? All right. Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another live session with the Hype Magazine. I'm your editor-in-chief, Jerry Doby, and today, I got my nephew, CJ Matthews. He's a young hero to me. He's got a program that he's running called Blankies for My Buddies. It comes from an inspired, heartbreaking place um, with the loss of a sibling and his loneliness and not wanting anybody else to feel the same loneliness. And so Blankies for My Buddies was born. CJ Matthews. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Besides my little gaffe earlier, uh, I'm doing good. Really proud of you, man. This is a great movement. You've gone from a community uh, activity to being nationally recognized on the major networks and um, having Nickelodeon follow you around and making appearances on Good Morning America, et cetera, et cetera. How you hold it up with all that shine?
It's a lot. I don't know. It's a lot.
Knowing that you didn't do it for accolades or anything like that, you really pulled this from a heartfelt place. Talk to me about, if you can, how CJ Matthews has changed and evolved um, throughout the experience, starting with Blankies for My Buddies, its inspiration, to now, where you're like a national movement.
Okay. Um, so when I was 5, my mother experienced a pregnancy loss, and I had a really hard time dealing with the loss of my little sister Carson. And so I kind of needed a way to cope. Um, yeah, I needed a way to like fight back. And so one day my mom asked, if you could give a kid anything else, if you could give a kid something that was going through the same thing you were, what would it be? And so I was like, blankets. Blankets are warm, soft. They can give you a sense of security. They make you feel it's like a really big hug, right?
Mm.
And so yeah, that's where the idea came from. We started a GoFundMe, raised a couple hundred dollars. We went and bought blankets. Um, and we reached out to children's hospitals, orphanages. Um, yeah, and we went and delivered some blankets. But at the time I was only 5. I was little. I mean, I didn't really do a lot besides, handing the blankets. And I was just like, oh, here you get a blanket, right? My mom did a lot of the heavy lifting. Um, but now as I get older, it's like I really start to see like all those years, like it starts to really come back. Like uh, it helps me like realize like the big impact that I've made throughout all those years. It also helps me. It just it's like looking back at it, it's like wow, it's like it's a lot. It's like wow, I don't know how to put it in words.
It helps you stay in touch with yourself as a human being, and you know being able to show leadership in helping people that are going through similar emotions and hard times that as you went through, you know, young people who are going through mental health challenges related to loss and other traumas and things like that. They get a chance to see you standing strong and get a word of encouragement, and a fuzzy hug from a blanket. That's kind of dope. I love that.
Yeah,
It's simple, but you know what? Really impactful, because you can out there hand to hand connecting um, with individuals. So, I love that. I love it. Talk to me. And one thing, you guys, I want to point out is that the movement is not just blankets. They do socks, books, um, and it's all aimed at children dealing with traumatic situations from grief and loss to chronic illness and homelessness. We call it houselessness now, but you know, um, as a young man who started out, 5 years old, and he was just wanting to do something for his local community out of his heart based on, his personal experience. And now it's a national movement. Man, reaching into the heart of America like that. Um, I know you've had like crazy warm receptions. What have been some of the highlights as you've come through the years?
Um,
Not the
I would say,
TV appearances, but let's talk about the interactions with people.
yeah. So one of my first was, well, one of the first times like I actually got to see the people I was donating to was a trip with one of my mom's friends who owns a nonprofit, H2H. They're a really big help. Shout out to them. Um, but we were working with the Salvation Army once, and we were actually on the streets of Atlanta, and we were handing out food, blankets, um, school supplies, just anything that could just like help someone who's struggling. Uh, yeah, and that experience, like just seeing like the people's smiles, the laughing, like even though like they're going through such a hard time, them receiving like the small little gift that we were giving them just like changed their whole day, and like just like you could just feel the joyfulness inside the room.
Okay. You got a couple of initiatives that have, spun off out of Blankies. You got the Blanket Box Project. That's putting a group of kids together to actually assemble a blanket. Uh, that's pretty cool, hands-on. Talk to
Yeah.
me about coordinating that.
So the Blanket Box Project um is meant to help kids learn the importance of giving back, but also uh learn like importance of giving back, and also just like have the feeling, making something with their own hands uh that can make someone's day, right? Um and so what it is basically, it's a box, comes with two blanket, well, materials for make two blankets, right? Um, no, it's no sew, all handmade. And what you kind of do, you kind of cut, tie, um, and in the end, it'll come out as a really big blanket.
I think I've seen one of those kits before,
Yeah,
and I looked at it and ran away, ran away, ran away. It looks like it's time consuming, but it's fun. I saw a clip. Um,
it's really therapeutic too.
really
Yeah.
gives you something to focus your mind on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm rocking with that. And at my age, it's probably be really good exercise for my manual dexterity, which, as we get older, we get more gnarled. And, so I'm sure you ran across people with arthritic conditions and things like that that you've experienced. And so young and old people are, you know, shouting you out. Congratulations on winning the 22 Prudential Emerging Visionaries Award as a
Thank
change maker in their inaugural class of 25 young change makers. And then you got what, Guppy Tank Kids and Riley's Way Foundation Call for Kindness. And, hey, and now you return to Riley's Way as a continuation grant fellow to
Yeah.
continue executing a huge project called what Making Change Blanket Workshop. Talk to me about that new program.
So what that is the blanket box. So um instead of just like, just here's the box, it's more of getting kids together to in one big room, to actually make the blankets, um, to build fellowship, um, and just like there, hold on, to do a service project. And so basically, they don't put those blankets back in the box. We go and donate those blankets.
Okay, okay, that's cool. And you've got some grief programs. Look, Blankies, the number 4 mybuddies.org is the site. They've got a comprehensive list of initiatives that they're putting down, between the blanket donations, grief programs, youth initiatives, school education sessions. They got professional workshops too, to train those working with children who have experienced grief or loss. It's a special skill. And so how do you engage, with those professionals? I'm presuming they're like licensed social workers and things like that. Maybe new classes of mental health professionals. What is that about?
So we're kind of working on that right now. Like that's we haven't really got anyone like we haven't like really like hired anyone to do it yet, but that's something in the near future.
So it's in development. Well, it's a great thought. And so you're around the corner thinker. It seems like you're like, how else can I help? And you're aware at your age, you're extremely aware of what's going on in the world and with the youth. And you put work clothes on the situation and you built a great foundation. So I'm excited to see you know, I would like to know, what are your upcoming events? I know 2024 is going to be real special. Um, I want to say congratulations on your appearance on Nickelodeon.
Thank you.
And I'm going to chop this section right here. I have to say that way so it's not dated. So it'll say it as if you've already done it. Okay. So,
All right.
all right, cool. And then we're continuing on. Um, Making change with the Good Brothers, coloring an activity book. Are you doing illustrations in there?
Um, like, am I like making the illustration?
Yeah, are you having fun with the? Oh, it was okay. I seen Hussein. Okay, that's the person who did it, and
Yeah.
the words, of course, are by your mother, Kristen Wright
It's
Matthew.
both of us actually. We
Okay,
wrote, yeah, we started writing the book when I was about 7. We kind of put it off, but during COVID, like 2020, we had so much time on our hands, so we were like, my mom brought it back up and we were like, let's do it. Like, let's just like finish this. Um, and as we were like doing it, as we were getting it done, published everything, uh, just like thoughts started going through, like just started flowing, like we can make this like a really big series.
okay. Um, I'm sorry. Life is going on. I would like to know how people can support. They can always go to the website, but I know that you have pop-ups from time to time and make special appearances. Um, how can they donate? Is it just usually cash donations or you're taking materials as well? Obviously, you're taking materials because you're giving away socks and
Mhm.
uh, things like that. Uh, where can they go? I'm gonna leave it up to you and to keep up with Blankies for my buddies and CJ Matthews.
All right, so if you want to buy a book, you can go to goodgriefbooks dot org dot com, my bad. Dot net, I'm sorry. Um, but as far as like money goes, um, everything is on my website, blinksmybuddies.org.
Okay, I'm looking forward to.
Oh, also sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. You can also reach out to me on Instagram at Blankies for my buddies.
Okay,
He's number 4 of my buddies.
what's been the most satisfying for you thus far about the process
Like I mean, like throughout the years, or like just like as
today?
like
Today,
today.
yeah. Has there been a benchmark moment that just like gave you this huge, huge smile and said, "Wow, we made a difference"?
I think I won't say it was today, but um, as you said, I'm gonna make an appearance on Nickelodeon tonight. Um, but just that one day, like really like opened my like that day was, man, it was really cool. Like that's like the day I felt like, we made it out, right? Like
Wow, wow.
that's like it was really big that day. I mean, it was like a really big production. People were like at the house 8:30 in the morning, filming all day. Yeah, I mean it was really cool. So um I'm not trying to like downplay anything else or anything, but that moment there, it was like really special to me because I've been watching Nickelodeon since when I started the business. So yeah,
Look, Nickelodeon, which is a Viacom company, it's a global company. They own MTV and ABC and Paramount Pictures. Having Nickelodeon, there at your function and documenting it and taking an interest in your movement, that's national stage stuff. I mean, that's no no shade on anybody else, but Nickelodeon is huge, and that's a massive children's audience, and you got an opportunity of a lifetime. Bro, the launch out on Nickelodeon, that's banging. That's banging.
it was really
How,
fun.
how are your schoolmates and your teammates taking your emerging personality?
I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be straight honest. I mean, a lot of people like, oh, it's just Nick, but I mean, like, my real ones, my friends, like my really good friends, are like they're really uplifting. Um, and they just speak life into me about it. Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
I mean,
Go
oh,
ahead,
so,
holla.
no, but some people be like, oh, I saw you on this. I heard about you on announcements. Um, and I mean, make me laugh a little bit.
I can imagine. I understand, bro. And you're like, you know who I am, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, this one kid, um, this one kid, I don't even know his name, but he's like every time I see him, he goes, hey, can I get a blanket? It makes me laugh.
Hey, that's cool. I mean, you it's well branded. Your team has done a great job. You have, you know, put in the work, and it wasn't just something that you did for 5 minutes or for a year. You really are making an impact in the community, and that type of leadership, other young people need to see. Not only, the fun part and the kid part, but understanding that, you know, the world is bigger than us and what we're feeling, what we're going through.
Right.
And the fact that nothing that we're feeling, someone else hasn't felt. It's simply unique to us because it's us, but it's the same feeling. Um, so being able to recognize that and stand up and do something, and lead from the front, amazing. I salute you, man.
Thank
Um, you know, I saw you on the mat wearing that cat out, right?
you. Yeah.
I like, go, there you go, there you go. Maybe what did you have a playlist, during warm-ups that you were rocking with? Who were you listening to, maybe?
I'm a big Yeet and Drake fan. I mean, like I'll go hard for either one of them. So
Really?
yeah, but I've been like starting to listen to a lot of like underground stuff kind of.
Oh, really? Who you coming out of the underground?
Uh you may or may not know them. Guy named Jay Bexel and Kama Nixon.
No, I haven't. Are they out of the Carolinas? The
No,
South?
I have no clue.
No,
I think they're from the South, but I
okay.
don't.
I haven't heard of them. I can only listen to so much rap. You
I
see all
mean,
this gray, right? I can only listen to so much, man. Uh,
but sometimes you just gotta get away from it. Like sometimes I just listen to it's like instrumentals and beats.
okay.
Yeah,
I listen to dubstep to get
yeah,
wound up.
I
You like
love that.
dubstep?
Yeah,
Really? Who's your favorite dude, man? I'm a
I'm,
Skrillex and Dead Man 5 dude.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know any artists or anything, but like I'll hear it on TikTok sometimes, and I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can hear the dog barking. This is all in our recording, man. That's jacked up. Anyway, I know that you've done a lot of media appearances and it's always a quick run, except for the Nickelodeon thing, when they did the production. But media's asked you a lot of questions. Is there a question that we as media haven't asked you that maybe you've always wanted to address?
Um, that's like I gotta think about that one. Man, that's a good question. I
You know,
mean,
sometimes
I'm
you get
yeah,
asked the same questions over and over and over and over, and
yeah,
some things might run across your mind that you might want to spit out. And we just, we could be moronic from time to time. We just keep riding roughshod over the
yeah.
person we're talking to. So, anything that you wanted to cover or um, something special for you, that'd be fine. If not, we can move on.
All right. No diss to you, but I don't like interviews.
Oh yeah, this is why I'm not really doing an interview. We're having a conversation. That's why I'm saying it's,
Convo. I I
it's a
don't
give
like.
and take.
I mean, it's cool with you, but like, I mean, a lot of the interviews that I've been on, no shame. Again, no disrespect, but like, it's just kind of like repetitive. Like, it's like kind of just like a lecture.
Mm,
Uh, when did you start Blinks for my buddies? How did you start it? Where did you start it? Things like that.
mm.
Um, I mean, yeah, just like basic things.
Okay.
That's
See,
I don't.
that's why I asked you that question. See, because you're deeper than just what you're doing. Sometimes give me an interpretation of something you saw that made you stop and say, I can create a solution for that right now.
Okay. Um, just seeing like people like just like talking bad about each other. Like
Mm,
always like just I just like just dissing each other for no reason. Like at my old school, there was a lot of like wannabes and um just like attention seekers. Uh, yeah, just really bad. Um, and I just want to like get away from that. Like, I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to be around that. But I also just don't want to like leave it alone. Like just leave the issue alone. I want to like, some just like help it a little bit. I mean, it probably won't go away, but it might start a movement for it to go away.
at least it keeps the conversation going in
Right.
fresh new ways. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
you should speak out. One of the things is it's not okay to be a yes man going through your life.
Right.
That's not okay. Um, if you have a job, do the job within scope, et cetera, et cetera. But as a human being, what you're doing has to continue into the adulthood. You started down this path of leadership. You've shown other people the way. So congratulations and respect to you, man. And respect to your mother, respect to your father, respect to your brother. You've got books, you've got initiatives, you're out there, you're getting FaceTime, you get did they slime you? That's what I want to know. Did you get slimed? Can we know?
And that's something I feel good. And I feel good.
You're not feeling it, huh?
All right. It was cool. It was cool to be slime, but it did not feel good. That's why I had to be like -2 degrees.
And it was
It,
cold. Oh,
it was
wow. I'm having so much fun. You know, anytime that you would like to go back and have a conversation under your own, you know, parameters, I'd love to support you. The Hype Magazine, me personally, as well, supports you. Anything that we could do to help continue to get the word out, we want to do that. And so, don't be shy. Holla at me. I I see you talking to me sometimes on Instagram as we moving.
yeah.
I'll be there to support you, to the last breath, my brother. And whatever I can do. Uh it's with love and admiration. I say it's great to see you face to face and see what you're doing. You come from a great lineage. Um, and I would expect nothing but excellence. This is differentiating.
Thank you.
This is standout. So amazing. All right, man. It's been a wonderful time talking to you. So until the next time we get together, Dive Magazine Live Sessions, CJ Matthews, Blankies for my buddies. They're giving an extra dose of comfort to children in need. It's a great mission. With respect, we're out.
Peace.
As an artist, we should reflect the time.
Why you so talented?
'Cause I'm black.
Why you so amazing?
'Cause I'm black.
It's really important that we build characters so that people understand their story matters.
2 Chainz and I both are just really into good food.
And when you know you are royalty, you will only aim in life to be royalty.
We're doing it right now. I don't give a damn what they say about me. Yes, I called your ass out. I know I shouldn't be saying this kind of.
Shout out to Hype Magazine Network.
Shout out to the Hype Magazine Network.